hustle. Every day, all day. This is how.
This is 97.9, the BOX.
Two of my favorite icons of all time, Too Short, E-40. I grew up on y'all. I mean, between the both of y'all gave me so much game. I'm gonna start with Short. Short, I learned to pimp with you. I learned to use the B word with you. E-40, I learned about ownership with you. I learned about being with my family and mobbing with the family, slanguage with you. So I love this. I can't wait to see the celebration of the Bay.
That's right, man. Hey, we appreciate you having us on the show. You know what I'm saying? This is an honor and a pleasure. And we just here to, just show up and show out, man. Just play our positions. As OG's been in it for many moons. And we looking forward to the Verzuz tomorrow. And we got new music out as well. I have the terms and conditions. Too Short has I Ain't Gonna Do It. We combined the albums together. Available on all platforms right now.
And I love that. This is not the first time y'all even worked together. When you first got started, E-40, why were you independent? You were one of the first people to ever be independent. And that's how I knew about the word independent, because of you.
Thank you. I didn't have no choice but to be independent. I would have loved to, it was a blessing in disguise. I would have loved to be on a major right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen that way. And so, and I'm glad because what happened was, just like Short, Short did a little different. He did it out the trunk too as well, but we also did it as well too. And we did it with the family, and my brother, my sister, my cousin B Legit, my sister Sugar T, my brother D Shot, and my uncle St. Charles, which many of you may have heard his name from Master P. He taught Master P as well. Master P observed how we got down. We all out here in the Bay Area. Master P was living in Richmond. And, he's seen how we laid the blueprint and he laid the blueprint in his own path. He did his thing. So, so we, the independent game, man, what it taught us was it taught us we're not spoiled. We know how to go out there. If we wasn't on the major, we know how to, a lot of people that got signed straight to majors, they didn't know how to go out there and do their thing after that, because they've been kind of like somebody pretty much babysitting them through the whole career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't know what to do after your major label run. It's over because you can't readapt to selling records. You know what I'm saying? That's all you know.
That's no disrespect to anybody. I'm just saying that's how it is. You just because you didn't ever get that experience to learn how to do it on your own. You know what I mean? We did it out the gate.
Well, I want to speak to the point now that you said that. I remember as a kid, Too Short hurt my heart because I realized that he was getting ready to retire. And I really thought he was going to retire. So that hurt my heart. I was like, man, I didn't understand the business at the time. And I'm like, Too Short is getting ready to retire? Too Short. For all the people that don't know, why were you getting ready to retire?
Because at that point in time in my career, the announcement of retirement ushered in a renegotiation. And I made a lot of money off that statement. I retired, and they're like, don't retire. I'm like, well, how much you got for me not to retire? And them zeros was a lot of zeros,
Hey, but how did you, Todd, how many times did you retire?
Probably about five.
And now so many rappers are retiring. You were the first person that ever did it. And that was just so crazy to me.
Nobody is going to retire from hip hop willingly. We the fans will retire some rappers, but hip hop is it's too much fun. It's too addictive. It ain't the kind of thing that you just put down and walk away from. And everybody who says they retire, they all come back.
And speaking of you, Too Short, as a youngster, even though you had the nasty music, you always had a song on there that was about getting it, surviving. So I always look for that one positive song on your album. So what makes you do that?
That's part of who I am, man. You hang around with me for a day, and I might say the word bitch a lot. I might cuss a little bit, but then somewhere in the day, we're gonna have a real meaningful conversation about social issues and things that mean something to me. So the same way I am, I put it in my music. It's always been that way. And I feel like, you know, they call it the platform now. Like you got a platform, you know, take care of your platform and handle it the way you want to handle it. Well, my platform at a young age was I'm talking all this ish and I'm offending certain people and they like, he's misogynist, he's this and that, it's too explicit. But then I turn around on the same album and make a song like The Ghetto or Life is Too Short or Getting It. And they go, you know, grandma she liked The Ghetto. She's like, I don't want to hear that cuss words and that freaky tale, but The Ghetto, that's my song. So, you know, I'm just trying to like, you know, satisfy the fans.
And then we go back to E-40. I mean, he had me practicing looking hard. What were some of the concepts of how did that song even come about?
At that time, it came about from my
Real
man
life.
Boots from the Coup, right? The actual sample. I got a mirror. My man Boots from the Coup said, I got a mirror in my pocket and I practice looking hard, right? That was one of his songs. I was like, that's what we do anyway. I'm talking about
Real
at
life.
that time, it was real life. It was like we mean mugging anything. We mean mugging anybody. We had a stop sign. I'm in my Cougar. You know what I'm saying? I'm burning rubber, like smoking up the motherfucking stop, right there at the stop sign, smoking that shit up. Then I just said, I'm mean mugging at the same time, slide out with the beat blapping. You know what I mean? That was just that's how we was doing it back then. So, you know, and it was our mad at the world look. You know, at that time, you know, we just had police. It was still police brutality back then, just wasn't caught on camera. You know,
yeah, I was in the mirror practicing looking hard all day because of you. Now I want to take it back to Short. Now,
Yeah.
Short, both of y'all got ties to Houston.
Yeah.
Short, tell me about your first time coming to Houston.
Well, I'm gonna say this first. This Verzuz that we're doing this weekend is E-40 verse Too Short, but the essence of it is we really just gonna celebrate the Bay Area and the history of hip hop music in the Bay. And I'm only saying it to you guys because it's the truth. When you celebrate Bay Area music, Houston is an extension of that because of our relationships with Jay Prince and the independent music game and how much he was right there with us from day one, interacting with Oakland people and Vallejo people and trading secrets and helping each other survive. And, you know, the first time I ever jumped on an airplane to leave California and do a show, I flew to Houston. First place I went. I was doing them clubs back in the day, Gucci's, and then Lil Jay Prince had he had the Rhinestone. You know, was it the Rhinestone Wrangler? Was it just Rhinestone?
Rhinestone Wrangler, you taking it way back.
So, you know, way back then, you know, I had homies, man. Scarface was my little young homie back then. He was a little young dude. And,
Right.
you know, I used to run with dudes like 3-2, you know, DJ Screw, that was my folks, you know what I'm saying? This is I'm talking about young Houston.
Oh, yeah, I do remember. Now I want to take it back to E-40. E-40, you know a DJ by the name of Mean Green. The first time I met you, you came in with Mean Green. I'll never forget that.
true story. Mean Green, that's the big bro, you know.
Shout out Green, man.
Yeah, shout out to Green. Green has a lot to do with my a lot to do with my down south presence, you know. Also, you know, Greg Street as well. He was at K104 out there in Dallas, you know.
Greg Street was in Houston for a while too.
He was in Houston.
Yeah, he was in Houston. I think that's how they was cool. Also, DJ Jabberjaw's out there in Shreveport, you know what I'm saying? And Mean Green, we were with Mean Green for like weeks, hanging out, being with, what's my man name that had the video show, D Solo?
Yeah, D Solo. He's still
D-Solo.
here. Still has the video show.
Him. Yeah, I love him, man. Like all them people, man. I went to me and Jay Prince. They, you know what I'm saying? They always embrace us, take us to his ranch. You know what I'm saying?
And man, they send the limo to pick you up at the airport, and you go to walk out to the limo, and Mean Green be in the SUV in front of the limos. Like, get in, bro.
Yeah, they laid it out, boy, in Houston for us in our early days, boy. Even when we go there today, it's still a big old family reunion. You know, Rap-A-Lot is my family. We love Rap-A-Lot. They was right there with us. You know what I'm saying? We grew up, you know, listening to, Rap-A-Lot records, the early Rap-A-Lot, sliding out I'm talking about when I was still hard-headed though, you know what I'm saying? Like real managed, you know, sliding out to the Ghetto Boys and shit like that, you know, and I was rapping.
Fifth Ward
You could hear some of my shit in the drought season. Thought it was candy, it was gold medal flour. You feel me? My song, the drought season, you know. But Houston, the food, oh my God, that's the first time I ever went to Papa Do's. You know what I'm saying? Come on. The food there, they told me to get that Opelousas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yep.
Yeah, you know, in the
what's that with the sausage thing with the rice and stuff inside of it?
Oh, the boudin. Yeah.
Late night on the truck or something, late night spot. Man, come on.
Yeah, but sure, I found one, me and Mean Green, I think it was at Club Boomerangs. And after that, yeah, we was at Boomerangs and it was a food truck out there. And they had a boudin set up with chicken though. Remember, most of the time it was pork inside there with the rice. You know what I'm saying? They had chicken inside that thing. I was like, we need to keep this connect right here because this is what I'm on right now. Chicken boudin. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. Well, you know they're telling me to wrap up my time, but let me say this: I hope Too Short starts off the interview. I mean, I hope he starts off the verses with Freaky Tales. And I hope you come right after him with Captain Save-A-Ho.
Okay.
Hey man,
that's good advice. That's some good advice.
We're gonna soak that in.
Well, thank y'all so much, man. Like I said, they're telling me my time is up, but hopefully after the verses, I get the opportunity to talk to y'all. I know y'all have a new album coming out. Tell them once again about the album.
My new album is called Ain't Gonna Do It. Check it out. When you get Too Short album, you get E-40 album. When you get E-40 album, you get Too Short album, man. Shout out North Side, Fifth Ward, South Side. Shout out, man. You know, Houston, man. South Acres, man. I love y'all, man.
We love y'all, Houston. Yee!
All right, well,
Third Ward.
Houston, y'all need to chill with J Mac, all right?
Definitely.
All right, man. Holla at y'all. Thanks.
Much love. Thank y'all so much.